Have you ever been on a message board if you're planning a trip to Vegas and seen some of these groups for here at golf in Las Vegas? If you have, you've probably been told that Paiute is a must play golf course here in Las Vegas. Well, I'm here to talk about a recent experience I had at the Paiute Golf Resort. And was it, is it worth the money that they're charging? Let's get into it. The Paiute Golf Course has been here in Las Vegas since 1995. It boasts three golf courses designed by renowned architect Pete Dye. So you're going to see a lot of water hazards, you're going to see railroad ties, and you're going to see some deep bunkers. And generally, this golf course is in good shape all year round. It's one of the features of this golf course. When you first get out there to this golf course, you see this immense clubhouse, which is really very nice, and everything runs like a machine. You drop your stuff off at the bag drop up top. They throw them on the carts. They take the carts down to the back side of the building where they're all presented there. The condition of this golf course is always usually in good shape. They have ryegrass on their fairways and rough, and they have poana on their greens, which can make for both a really impressive surface and cause some difficulties when it's not cut. And the clubhouse facilities are just really very good. So I had another occasion, and I've played these golf courses quite a bit. And so I had an opportunity to play out there on a Saturday recently, and this was my experience with the golf course on that day. So we arrive at the golf course at the usual time. We check in through everything, and our tee time is 6:10. And so we get to the golf course, we get to the starter, and we're checking in, and the group in front of us, the 6 o'clock group, goes out, and another group rolls up and says, "We are the 6:05 tee time." 6:05. What have we gone to 5-minute tee times on this golf course? Well, this is what we call in the golf business a squeeze time. But this wasn't really a squeeze time. Squeeze times are generally for those people who maybe they some technical glitch caused their tee time to get canceled, or caused, they need to squeeze someone on because of a miscommunication or something like that. That's a squeeze time. But on this particular tee time at 6:05, it was on the tee sheet. Someone in the golf shop had to put this 6:05 tee time there, knowing that it was going to, one, put the starter in a very poor position when you know that they don't have 5-minute tee time increments out there. Secondly, it was going to make the players who were at the 6:10 tee time upset. It's just bad business unless there's a reason for it. And squeeze times are never put on the tee sheet. So this was just someone's blatant attempt to, one, make more money for the golf course. Two, someone in the golf shop squeezing one of their friends onto the golf course who couldn't get a tee time. So that already sets the tone for the round that we're playing that day. I paid about $80 to play the golf course on this day, which is okay. This was at the end of June, so it's our down season. So my impressions of the golf course is that I always like this golf course. Is the fairways are in decent condition, the rough is in decent condition. Being that the greens are Poana can be a great surface. Pebble Beach has Poana greens, but the difficulty with Poana greens is that if you don't mow them every single day, you get what you call our seed heads. The greens become bumpy. When they're not mowed, they become inconsistent. And so on this Saturday, they hadn't mowed the greens from the previous day. So you have all of the seed head coming up onto the greens. And this doesn't really affect you so much on your long putts. It's on your short putts, those putts between 5 feet and in, where you're having to, where the slower the ball is moving, the more the grass is going to impact the move of the ball. So you can put a really good stroke on there, nothing wrong with the stroke, but because the grass is not at its best, it's going to kick the ball offline. line, so you did nothing, but you still missed the putt. So that's one of the things that I think that people just get wrong about this is that the greens are pure all the time. They're not. There are courses that have better greens in shape right now, and I know that in Las Vegas we have greens that go that are out of shape. I know that right now Chimera is not in very good condition. Uh, the Legacy is not in very good condition. Las Vegas National, from my understanding, has the greens haven't fully recovered from what happened to them. So yes, but there are other greens that are really very good. TPC Las Vegas, Boulder Creek, just to name a few golf courses that are really in good condition. So as we're playing around, you know, like the golf courses, they do. Because it is hot out here, they've got to throw a lot of water on these golf courses, so the collars of the greens become overwatered. They become soft. That makes chipping very difficult. It doesn't react in a typical way as you might expect on a golf course. The other thing that when you go out to Paiute, it's probably 80% of the time you're going to be playing in some form of wind. I don't think I've ever played a round of golf out there, or I think probably 85% of the time I play golf out there, it's been in a 10 plus mile an hour wind. And sometimes it was blowing, you know, 25 miles per hour. It was just really strong wind. So as we're continuing playing, you know, some of the tees, you know, some of them are good. Some of them are a little bit too soft. It's, you know, it's tough to get a good tee height, a consistent tee height. So there's inconsistent grass length there. So, but what I'm talking about is very uh, nitpicking sort of things. And so you're not gonna go out there and be disappointed with the condition of the golf course year in and year out because they're always very, very well groomed and manicured. So, I would say I've been playing these golf courses since 1995, and I would say that these golf courses are just generally plain. There's nothing really very memorable about them. Yes, there are some great holes out there. I know the Wolf course has an island green, and there are some other there's some other the other two courses. Snow has some great par threes on it, but between the Snow and the Sun, I could not go through those holes and tell you I couldn't stand without the course in front of me and tell you what hole's coming up next because they're all pretty much the same. It's pretty flat. It's out there in the middle of the desert, and there's no huge undulations like you might find out at the Revere, the Lexington, and the Concord, or at Circuit, or at some of these other golf courses. They're just pretty flat, all pretty all pretty, you know, just difficult to see anything that's out in front of you. So overall, and you know, the other thing about this, there's nothing distinguishing about this golf course. This golf course has never held a major one of the major tours. I know the Corn Ferry Tour has played out there. The PGA Tour has never played on this golf course. The Senior Tour has never played on this golf course, and so you know for the money they charge, I just don't see it. They're taking advantage of it being in a tourist area. You know, you can go out and play a course like Torrey Pines. You're going to pay through the nose. You're going to pay $322 that, but that's a major championship golf course. If you want something more reasonable, you can go play Bethpage Black in New York City for $160 as an out-of-state resident. So somehow this idea that Paiute thinks that it's worth $285, $300 is based nothing on the pedigree of the golf course. It's just based solely on where it's located. So don't go out there expecting to think you're going to see, you know, the wildebeest, you know, rushing across the plain or the plaza. They're just not very interesting golf courses. They're fun to play, absolutely. They're in great condition, but you're probably not going to be blown away because there are hundreds of golf courses in the desert Southwest that look exactly like this. But would I say take a chance to go out there and play Paiute? Absolutely. There are 3 nice golf courses out there. They are in good condition. So my recommendation is go out there and play them. Yeah, but filter out all the noise. Anytime you have these sycophants who are they're a Paiute, the Paiute, you got to play Paiute. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So, but I do recommend playing them once, and then you've probably don't need to play them again. So, but thanks for watching. You know, what do you think of the Paiute resorts? I'm sure that there are a lot of people who think that these are the greatest golf courses in Las Vegas, and I respect that. I just don't fall in that camp. I've had the opportunity to play golf courses all over the world, and when it comes to the things that are memorable to me, these golf courses don't do it. I can remember most of the holes on the Magnolia golf course at the Walt Disney World. I remember a lot of the golf courses that I played in Florida. So, yeah, they're good, but don't believe all the hype about the Paiute Golf Resort. So, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share a comment. What was your experience like at the Paiute? And I'll see you in the next video.